And talking about entertainer, he has as an opponent Versailles, who is the crowd entertainer. Very exciting round of chess. And there we do see world champion Gukesh arrive to the board and get ready to make those moves. Now, we did see Gukesh in last round. He employed the first surprise on the first move, employing the pets for the first time. Do you think we're going to be seeing more surprises here from Gukesh as he tries to outwit his opponent? And handshake.
Yeah, we're off. The gong sounded. Gukesh arriving just in time. I think he was gesturing there that he wants the opportunity to Jadub, adjust his pieces. There we go. He starts adjusting his king, queen, and his pieces. You mentioned it, Jovanka. His strategy in recent times, a very successful one as well, has been to surprise the opponent as early as possible. We saw it against Ding, the World Championship match. He would often launch these surprises as early as move 5, move 7. I remember he played this rookie 1 near novelty on move 7. He played, I think, A3 in one of the critical games on move 5. He likes to get the opponent thinking as early as possible. Wei Yi, though, will, of course, have been watching that match with a lot of interest. Wei Yi, very close friends with Ding. So it will be interesting to see the mind games at play. It is E4, it looks like. The king's pawn already on this board, and Wei Yi copies. Copycat chess. Will we see the Petrov, a Chinese speciality? Will we see a mainline Spanish or an Italian game? Lots of questions here, but it definitely feels like Gukesh, he's got the lead in the tournament right now. He shouldn't necessarily be going all out, but he loves a fight, Jovanka.
He does love a fight, and he's a big match moment person. He really rises to the challenge just when things get critical. And there we do see the bishop come out. It's an Italian game, and will Gukesh jump forward with the knight and attack the f7 pawn, or will he play it a little bit more slowly? That is a big question.
Ooh, you can see the meditation that you predicted finally coming out. He didn't really have time at the beginning, Jovanka. Rare to see Gukesh arrive just in the brink of time. Maybe learning from some of his predecessors there, Magnus, but not quite arriving late. But now, finally, the meditation begins as he chooses a mode here, a strategy. Like you say, White has so many options. You can push a pawn in the center, 1 square, 2 squares. You can go for a really quiet Italian game, or you can go for something a bit more fiery. I've seen Gukesh do both, actually, Jovanka. He's just got so many gears for someone so young. We've seen some fantastic 18-year-olds, teenagers in world chess before, but to see such a universal player who can pretty much do anything, that is a real once in a or twice in a generation type of thing, and really nice to see. So, okay, Gukesh pausing here. Gukesh and Wei Yi. White is a pawn up, but I think it's just the fact these pawns are so ugly. Jovanka, so bad. Worst pawns I've seen in, well, the last 24 hours at least. And also X-ray against this bishop. Got to be a bit careful if you're Gukesh, not to walk into the firing line here.
Yeah, you do have to be careful. And it's also really difficult to untangle the pieces, right? For Gukesh, if he goes f4, the black knight just simply steps backwards, gives a check, and the white king has to hold on to this bishop on e1. So, I guess for Gukesh, he just has to find a way how to mobilize his bishop, just park the bishop on e3 so that it has some eyes on the prize that is b6.
Jovanka, I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think Gukesh, after some thought, is going to play bishop d2, as he said, just to block any checks. There's no good discovered checks, luckily. And then after knight to c4, forcing this bishop off the board. This is a check. The bishop blocks. I think we'll see an exchange of minor pieces. And black will play rook to a8, regain the pawn. And this rook endgame is going to be simple draw, 4 pawns versus 4 pawns. I think that would be most likely the way this game is going to end, or something along these lines. If the knight and bishop get exchanged, it's just almost guaranteed to be a draw. So for Gukesh, mixed feelings. Very strong opponent in Wei Yi, but he might lose his lead if Abdusattorov wins. Okay, Wei Yi looking away confidently as well. Okay, let's zoom out of this one because big updates actually for the tournament. Abdusattorov did not find g5. Fencing score though, and that is the brown board on the second to left on the bottom row there. Jovanka may read between Gukesh and Wei Yi exactly as we predicted. A couple of moves in that one. We'll catch the final few words here being spoken. I think Wei Yi just asking where the opening theory ended. Maybe 1 or 2 scary moments for the Chinese Grandmaster, but Jovanka, fair result in the end.
Yeah, fair result in the end. Very balanced game between these two, and well, Gukesh holds on to his lead for now because there is someone half a point behind him.